Hello, welcome all you wonderful young learners. I am so excited you're here for today's special story explainer. We're going to dive right into a super fascinating tale that has a lot to teach us. It's the story of the washerman, the donkey, and the horse. Now, before we really get going, I want you to think about something for a second. Have you ever shared your absolute favorite toy with a friend? Or, maybe you've helped your grown-up carry something inside the house. Being a good helper and sharing what we have, well, it's just so important, right? It makes everybody feel really good. So I want you to keep that in mind as we jump into our story. All right, let's meet our friends for today. Right there in the middle is the washerman, and you'll see he has two animal helpers with him. On the left, look at those big, cute gray ears pointing up to the sky. That's our friend the donkey. And then, standing right next to the washerman on the right, is the horse. Do you see how tall and strong and proud that horse looks? Actually, let's do something fun. I want all of you at home to stand up right now. Yeah, go ahead, get up on your feet, stretch your back out, and stand as tall and proud as that horse. You can even give a little neigh if you want to. It feels really good to be strong, doesn't it? Okay, you can have a seat again, because our story is about to get very interesting. So one sunny day, the washerman needed to take a whole bunch of dirty clothes way down to the river to wash them. But oh my goodness, look at what he's doing. He's taking bundle after bundle of heavy red, blue, green, and yellow blankets and clothes, and he's just stacking all of them right onto the poor little donkey's back. And the strong, tall horse, what's he carrying? Absolutely nothing at all. Zero. And off they went down the dirt path. The poor donkey kept his head way down, walking so slowly, carrying that huge, heavy load completely by himself. And right beside him, the horse is just trotting along, looking totally happy and free, without a single blanket on his back. Well, the load was getting way too heavy. The little donkey turned to his big brother, the horse, and asked in this very gentle, super tired voice. He said, "Brother, this load is hurting me. It's just too heavy for me to carry all alone. Please, could you share some of it with me?" But the horse? Oh boy! He turns his nose way up high in the air, closes his eyes, and says, "No, why should I? We horses are meant only for riding, not for carrying heavy clothes." Can you believe that? He absolutely refused to help his friend. Let's pause our story right here for a second, because I want to introduce a very big, very important word to you. Empathy. So the really cool thing about empathy is that it means understanding and caring about how our friends feel, especially when they're struggling or, just having a really hard time. So did the horse show empathy to the donkey? Nope, he sure didn't. He didn't care at all that his friend was having a hard time. Since the horse wouldn't help, the poor donkey just had to keep going. I want you to pretend for a second that you're carrying a huge, heavy pile of clothes right on your back. Take a really big, tired breath with me and let out a huge sigh, like, it is so hard to carry all of that by yourself. And man, the donkey is just incredibly exhausted now. You can see these little drops of sweat flying right off his face. His tongue is sticking out, and he's struggling so hard just to walk up that grassy hill. Meanwhile, the horse is still just walking happily ahead, not paying a single bit of attention. Oh no, look what happened. The completely exhausted donkey just literally couldn't take another step. The bundles of clothes were simply too heavy, and boom, he fell right down on the dusty path. But hey, don't worry, my friends, he is going to be totally okay. The washerman heard a big thump and turned around. He immediately realized, he'd made a massive mistake by giving the little donkey way too much to carry. And even grown-ups make mistakes sometimes. But the absolutely crucial thing is that he knew he needed to fix it. So he rushed right over, took all those heavy clothes off the donkey's back, and gently gave his tired, thirsty friend a nice, big wooden bowl of cool water to drink. Now, since the donkey really needed to rest, the washerman picked up all those heavy bundles of red, green, yellow, and blue clothes, and he transferred the entire load right onto the strong horse's back. The horse looks pretty surprised about that, doesn't he? Yeah, because the horse wouldn't help out earlier, he now has to carry the entire heavy load to the market all by himself. Look at his face now. He's sweating, his tongue is hanging out, and he looks incredibly tired. And the little donkey, he's just walking nicely behind him, finally getting a much-needed chance to rest. If you look really closely at the horse's face here, you'll see he actually has tears rolling down his cheeks. He's crying because he's feeling so sorry. He finally realizes that carrying everything completely alone is incredibly difficult, and he's really regretting that he didn't just listen to the donkey earlier on. As he trudged along the path, the tired horse thought to himself, "Wow, I really should have listened to the donkey. If I had just shared and accepted half of the load, it would have been so much easier for both of us." And you know what? That perfectly shows our big lesson for today. When we practice empathy, when we truly care about our friends and split the heavy things we have to do, everything is just so much better. The donkey has half the blankets, the horse has half the blankets, the washerman is smiling, and they are all walking happily and safely down the path by the river together. Okay, I want everyone to shout out our special catchphrase with me right now. When I count to 3, I want you to shout it out at the very top of your lungs. Are you ready? Okay. 1, 2, 3. Sharing is caring. Yes, you did absolutely great. Well, that brings our story explainer to an end for today. But right before you go, I want to leave you with one final super important question to think about. Who can you practice empathy with, and who can you share with today? Maybe it's a brother, a sister, or even a friend at school. Just remember, when we help each other out, we all smile a little brighter. Thank you so much for learning with me today, and I'll see you next time.